Be ready when opportunity knocks. Man, it's been a wild, weekend going. I did the X5 podcast. Not sure when this video will come out, but it's something to think about, man. If you create lots of positive movement, if you start making those efforts, to find a band or, learn a new song or, reach out to somebody who can help you in your career. I've got an interview coming up, and I don't know, like I said, whether it's going to be already released when this video comes out, but my interview with Ira Deem, and something struck me, man. I've got a video coming out today when I'm shooting this video about songwriting and how I wasn't able to get cuts. And it became painfully obvious to me why I didn't get cuts, because I am not a phone person. I don't like talking on phones. I don't like having to, get in an uncomfortable situation and ask people, hey man, can you listen to my song? Can you do this? Now, I'd always kind of tried to work the angle of, being a sideman and being able to, slip the artist a song or something like that, or just play it on the bus, or something like that. But man, you really have to make effort. You really have to go outside your comfort zone. And once you're willing to do that, people take notice. It's not always going to result in, some amazing opportunity. But when you make the effort, when you get out there, when you reach out to people, when you ask for help, man, be ready when it comes. It's just, it's something to realize. And, I didn't think when I started this channel that I needed to be, ready for opportunities. I wasn't even thinking that far. I wasn't thinking that companies were going to send me guitars. I wasn't thinking that companies were going to, reach out and send me pedals and things like that. And I think there's going to be probably more and more of that on this channel as we move forward. And I didn't think that would happen. I just didn't realize that, once I was putting out this forward momentum, once I was showing the effort, people see the effort and they appreciate it and they acknowledge it by reaching out. And the way that happens is having, on my description page, you can go to my description page, and if you're a company out there and you're looking for somebody to demo your stuff, you can hit me up, you can send me an email, and I'll get emails. I have to look at my emails very closely because while, you know how it is, we get a lot of spam. There's a lot of spam and there's a lot of phishing and all that kind of stuff that comes in your emails. But then I'll get these emails, getting emails from Joyo, getting emails from X2, getting emails now from Fesley. Fesley is a startup guitar company. They are just early getting into the game. Man, they got on my radar, probably 6 months ago when I started seeing a lot of demonstration videos on Fesley guitars and noticing, man, people seem to really like the quality. And man, you can get a heck of a lot of guitar these days for $100 to $200 if you shop around, if you, kind of compare stats and things like that. So the thing is this, by doing these videos, by building a great community of guitar players and musicians and all of that, it's forward momentum. And that forward momentum is like a snowball rolling down a hill, rolling down a snowy hill. The snowball's getting bigger now. Man, it would be my ultimate dream if I could get to demo, a new Fender, even a Squier guitar, or a PRS guitar, or a Gibson guitar, or or something along that line. Even Revolta, I would love to try out some of the cool Revolta guitars. There's a lot of cool stuff coming out, and I'm looking for innovation in guitars. I'm looking for innovation in products, and there's a lot of that going on these days. But a lot of the starter companies, they're kind of starting out with, basic designs and stuff. But man, I'd like to see a lot more bold in the budget market. I'd like to see a lot more bold colors. I'd like to see a lot more bold shapes and pickup choices. I want to be able to get different tones. I want to explore different sonic landscapes. But all of this is coming because of the positive momentum. Now, let me know in the comments some of the positive things that you've done to, make things happen, get that gig, get a recording opportunity, get, an opportunity maybe to go on the road or do something that you wouldn't normally do. It's the X5 thing was very similar to the time that, Rap Next, this group that we kind of put together as a joke, called up to the major leagues to go be on a USA Network television show and flown out to LA by Jimmy Iovine. I mean, it doesn't get any bigger than that. And it all started with me and a few clicks on a website, uploading an MP3 and filling out a brief bio. That's all it was. And you know what? I thought at the time, man, they're never going to call us. They're never going to reach out to us. But I did it anyway. And I did it almost in a joking manner, And the reality is, it was positive movement. I put it out there. And because I didn't take it completely serious, I put some humor into our bio. It sparked the interest of the kid, the intern that was screening these MP3s and pulling out what was good and what was interesting. What we had put there was very interesting to them. And, it's positive movement. It's just like me sitting on a back patio, telling my music business stories. And it took X5 took notice. They took notice that I was doing something. So I want to encourage everybody that watches this channel. If you haven't done a YouTube video, why not do one? Even just one to send to your relatives or your uncle or your mom or your daughter or your son. Just, a message or, a little bit of playing clip. Because, man, the one thing that this is going to be is sort of a legacy that you leave behind for your kids and their kids and everybody else. As long as humanity still exists and this internet world still exists, you're putting that digital footprint out there. And it's positive momentum. And it might just bring a smile to somebody's life. And man, that is the best thing about this channel, is that I'm reaching out and I'm helping us older guys realize that we're not done yet, man. We're not done playing. We're not done creating. We're still here and we're creating positive things. There's a lot of negativity in the world. There's a lot of discourse. There's a lot of arguing back and forth. Man, we are the creators of music. We bring joy. I thought about, start thinking about the end of your life when you get older. And I start thinking, well, what did I do? What did I do? And I thought, man, the one thing I did was I brought a lot of joy. A lot of weddings, man. Let me tell you, I've played more weddings probably than any other gig. I know people look down on playing wedding gigs. Man, I don't look down on any gig because I welcome filling that calendar out, living and dying by your calendar. It's what we do as a musician. Frankly, some of those wedding gigs paid more than road gigs or studio sessions or any of that. For me at least. And, the fact that it was consistent work, no matter what was happening, I knew if I got off the road, I could make a couple of phone calls and boom, I'd be back playing for young audiences. If you're playing with an older act, and we're older guys now, so some of you guys are still out there playing gigs, you start noticing your audience gets older and older. But we're young at heart. We are musicians. We exist in a younger mindset. We're not fuddy-duddies that sit around on a Friday and Saturday night and do nothing. We create joy. And that is what a musician does. And so, man, when I think back at the end of my life and think back, what did I do? And I think, man, I entertained people. Even if it's watching the X5 podcast, if you guys get a laugh out of that, man, have a laugh at my expense, man. I don't mind that, man. I've been the court jester my whole life. And our job as musicians is to entertain people. And sometimes that means being, comedic timing and providing a laugh for the audience. And man, I don't mind that one bit at all. It's my job to entertain. Yeah, I'm a musician, but I'm not playing for me. I guess when I took a solo, yeah, I probably played for me a little bit, but man, my job was always to entertain, to provide grooves, to make people dance, to make people smile, to perform, to get them fired up, whatever vibe we were putting out at the time. And man, that is a huge thing. That is a huge honor to be able to entertain people and put a smile on somebody's life and be that poster. I've had kids reach out and say, man, I saw you playing and man, you were just it, man. And I just thought, man, I want to play like you. And man, it was the greatest, night, you were incredible and all that. And that's just me being a side man. And I thought, man, if it's just one guy, if it's just one kid, I did my job, because I was that kid in an audience long, long ago, getting inspired by James Burton, getting inspired by, Billy Joel, getting inspired by, Eddie Van Halen, and on and on and on. Alan Holdsworth, and all the incredible musicians that I've seen, Miles Davis, all the incredible concerts that I've seen that inspired me, that provided joy, that entertained me. My job was to go out and take that thing that they gave me and that I saw them do, learn from it, and then go out and do it myself. But be prepared. Be prepared when you start to do positive things, when you start to, put a positive energy out into the world. It's going to come bouncing back. So you got to be ready, just like I'm getting ready now, knowing that more opportunities are coming. I got a guitar coming here on Thursday. I got to demo that. Thinking about ways I can improve my demos, having to work very quickly, having a family and having to watch my daughter and all that stuff. But I am going to improve. The channel's going to improve. The content's going to improve. And we're going to grow together. And I hope that what I do helps you out there. We keep going, man. We play music because we love music. And it is the greatest feeling in the world, entertaining people. And man, I salute every single one of you guys out there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I wish you nothing but success. Thank you.